Hello, Shirish again. Haven't done anything for last about week and thought that weekend was approaching, so I should do one. I've been listening to some of the lectures from different people also about free will and whether we truly have a free will. So this is kind of a rehashing the question whether we indeed do have a free will. And if we do have it, do we use it? And if we use it, is it successful? A lot of people feel that nothing moves, nothing happens without the permission from the Lord or the God. If we consider that, then our free will, which sometimes may be against His wish or desire or planned, will not be effective. So the question always comes in, do we truly have a free will? And the answer is kind of mixed. It is impossible to know whether we indeed do have free will and we act according to it, and do we change our future? Or is it what happens is only because that's how it was supposed to happen? Say, for example, somebody has an exam and he doesn't know anything. In pre-tests, he has scored extremely poorly. There are very few days remaining for the exam. And in all likelihood, the statistical chance is that he's going to get D or F. The question is, can he change it by doing the significant study and get some grade to get through the class? And let's say we do make an effort, day and night study, get tuition, coaching, and then he does well and say he gets B. Is it his free will that actually gave him the B, or was it that the God has already planned, or his karmas had already predetermined that he was going to come to a point where he hasn't studied till the exam is short distance away, and then suddenly he wakes up and does it and he'll get B? So unfortunately, since we cannot know the future, we just have to depend upon a chance. And the theological thought process that exists, that if everything is predetermined, either based on the wishes of the God or based on the law of karma, then what good is we having a free will? Or what good is we being held responsible for our own action? Because of this particular thought process, I strongly believe that we do have a free will. Unfortunate problem is we tend not to use it. All of us know that doing exercise, not smoking, not doing drugs, not taking too much alcohol, not having indiscriminate sex is good. But if you look at the statistical data, we see that several people are obese. I think if I remember correctly, 70+% of African American women were overweight or obese. More than 50% of Hispanic women were overweight or obese. And approximately 40+% or 46%, if I remember correctly, of Caucasian women are overweight or obese. Now, is it that they don't know that eating too much, not doing exercise, being overweight brings on a lot of calamities and diseases? They do. But unfortunately, either they could not, they did not, and they don't change their lifestyle to bring it. I just saw somebody in my office, and after the resection of the lung cancer, they have started smoking again. Now, is there a free will, or is this driven by intense desire and addiction and lust, which comes from previous lives and karma and all that stuff that I have talked to you before? I don't know. But certainly there is a free will for this particular person that he could and he should stop smoking, but he hasn't. So the free will does exist. Probably few of us use it. An unfortunate problem is that since we do not know the future, we just have to say that it is there or it is not there. I also saw some other stuff that was very interesting in connection with free will. It was said that when we think we made the free will decision, our brain has already made the decision. Now, I truly don't know how this happens, but this was done by intense scanning and mapping of the brain. And the scans told the examiner that whether the person is going to select one over another is purely not determined by him, but something before that. Now, again, my question when I saw this particular study, that, hey, we don't make decision, it's already done before we consciously make the decision, is that is it possible this unconscious determination of the decision making which come to our consciousness or our mind slightly delayed is based on the stored karma in the astral body or astral brain or astral memory, and that directs what decision we are going to make. So again, since we have not seen the sukshma or astral body, and we truly don't know if there is any particular reason to select a particular thing over another when the computer generated tests were given to these people, I don't know. But I truly want to believe that God is fair, or so-called principle of God is likely to be fair. And he could not predestine children to die, children to suffer, for us to suffer, for us to have any problems. And majority of the issues that we come across in our life are determined by our actions, whether it is our indiscriminate use of drugs, alcohol, smoking, non-exercising, food, or for that matter, even not taking precaution when we should. So I think to be fair to the God, or to be fair to the fairness of the God, I think we determine our own future. Can prayers make a difference? And I honestly feel that prayers do make a difference, and I think they make a difference through our free will. So when we are determined that we will not allow certain bad things to happen, we are doing or using our free will and trying to change the course of the action, which was predestined based on our karmas, and by forcing certain things, we are changing it. Now, if you recollect, I had stated that there are three kinds of karma when they come to the fruition. One is that we can change with very little effort, but we need the effort. Number two is something that need an intense effort, and we can do it, and most of us don't do it. And last one is no matter how much effort we make it, we cannot change it. So it is just the force of, or the current of the river flow or the water flow against the motorboat of our life, in what direction and what speed we can go to conquer the final destiny. So in short, we do have a free will. Majority of us do not use it, and so we don't change the course of our action, and effects of karma decides the destined condition. Prayers do change the destiny, and I think the way in which they do it is by free will. I hope you agree with it or disagree with it. You will watch the video and subscribe to it if you like it. Thank you. Have a nice day.